Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare
Start
Hare.
writing now. Hare Krishna. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gyananjana-salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Mena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. We'll continue reading chapter 7 of Srila Prabhupada Lilamrita. Another young Ayurvedic doctor was Dr. Siddhi, who immediately expressed interest in Abhay's enthusiastic plans for spreading Krishna consciousness. Dr. Siddhi, he came several times to my place. I have got a kirtan room on my roof, and he performed kirtan there as well as at the Gita Mandir. We were also going daily to the Theosophical Society. There was an atmosphere, a very pious, sacred, and calm atmosphere when the kirtan and preaching and lectures were performed. He used to play harmonium. We accompanied him for meeting people and preaching his mission. The main thing was to perform kirtan and give a lecture on the Bhagavad Gita and the life of Krishna. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was his lord, and I also loved him. Radhilal Malik, secretary of the Gita Mandir and Sadhana Mandir, began meeting often with Abhay. Radhilal Malik, I was very much influenced by him. I used to spent 3 or 4 hours every morning in his association. He had many big scriptures. He was mainly concerned about the books about Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He was also writing at that time. The president of the Gita Mandir and I both volunteered to cook for him. It was during a morning walk with Radhalal Malik that Abhay first spotted the Bharati Bhavan, a picturesque temple complex across from the large and Antia Pond. The neighborhood known as Antiatal was quiet and sparsely populated, but it was near Sipri Road, the main thoroughfare between downtown Jhansi and Sipri Bazaar. Abhay inquired from Mr. Malik about the temple, and together they turned from the main road and walked down a sloping footpath that led through the main gates of the compound. There they found several secluded acres nestled within a grove of fame and mango trees. The main structure was the Radha Memorial. It was small like a chapel, but its proportions were stout and bold. Sitting on an octagonal stone base, it rose on 8 ornate pillars of red and white chipped marble to a stone dome on top. Two elephants bearing the goddess of fortune Lakshmi on their upraised trunks decorated the entrance. Concrete bunting and striped patterns of red, green, and blue added to the decorative yet massive effect. The entrance was marked with the words Radha Smarak carved in Hindi script, and above it the English translation Radha Memorial. When Abhay saw the Sanskrit inscriptions across the side of the stone temple, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, he turned to Radhalal Malik and said strongly, "The Lord has built this building for my use." From that moment, Abhay was determined to have the building. Mr. Malik explained that the temple had been built in 1939 as a memorial to the wealthy Vaishnava landowner Radhabhai, but at the present was not in use. Dr. Prabhakar Mishra, whom Abhay had already met on several occasions, was occupying some of the rooms, but otherwise it was deserted. Mr. Malik and Abhay sought Dr. Mishra in his quarters in the main building. And when Dr. Mishra saw Abhay's enthusiasm, he invited Abhay to stay there with him. Dr. Mishra confirmed that, except for his Sunday morning Gita class, the facility was sitting idle, and he welcomed Abhay to carry on his writing and preaching there. Abhay liked the idea. Immediately, he began thinking of uses for the buildings, surveying the land with increasing interest. A second larger building, also with stone pillars and facades, held a hall and 5 rooms. Abhay made mental plans for each room. In this room, kirtanas and lectures with large gatherings. In this room, the deity of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In these rooms, resident brahmacharis and sannyasis, guests here, an office there, the printing press here. There was even land for grazing a cow. It was a self-contained unit. Hundreds of people could come here for kirtana, prasadam, and discourses. Preachers could go out from here distributing back to cotton magazines. Some could even go abroad with Lord Chaitanya's message. As Abhay and his companions walked through the compound, appreciating it as a suitable place to start an ashrama, his companions encouraged him, saying they were sure that Mr. Revasankar Bayal, the agent who handled all the properties of Radha Bhai's descendants, would have no objection to Abhay's living there. Why could not the landlord give him the buildings? Abhay asked. They were simply going to West. If it were actually to be a memorial to Radha, it should be used in Krishna's service, since Krishna is Radha's worshipable Lord. Abhay was determined, and his friends agreed to help him. First, they met with Ram Mitra, who said that he was such a close friend of Mr. Bhayal's that Mr. Bhayal would probably give the place simply at his request. Dr. Sastri said that he also wanted to go to impress upon Mr. Bhayal how much the people of Jhansi wanted Abhay to have this place. When Revasankar Bhayal met with his friend Ram Mitra, also present were Abhay, Dr. Sastri, Radhalal Malik, Prabhakar Mishra, and Suryamukhi Sharma, a young educated Jhansi woman. They presented the case from several angles, and Mr. Bhaya listened. He agreed that he was not using the place at present, and it seemed to be a good cause. He agreed to let Abhay use the facilities for his league of devotees for as long as he liked, and at Abhay's request, he agreed to become a member of the league. They shook hands on behalf of the estate. Mr. Bhayal presented the Bharati Bhavan properties in charity to Abhay Charan Day and the League of Devotees. Okay, we'll stop here today. So, while reading, just one verse was coming to my mind that like in to progress in bhakti, like utsaha nischaya dhairya tat karma pravartana sango tyaga satavrite sadvir bhakti prasiddhati. I don't know why this verse was coming to my mind, but by seeing Srila Prabhupada's, like I just seeing Srila Prabhupada's enthusiasm, if we have that enthusiasm to do some devotional service, all the arrangements are automatically done by Krishna. We also like read many times, right? Like if you want to do some devotional service, all the material facilities, they'll be like they will run behind you. Like maid servants, they run behind the king and queen. So here, Srila Prabhupada, his only intention was to preach Mahaprabhu's message, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's message throughout the world to all the human beings. Because that was the prediction of Mahaprabhu that Prithivita Chaitanya Nagaradi Grama Sarvatra Prachar Hoiva Maranama. So Srila Prabhupada's only intention was that to spread Mahaprabhu's message to, in every town and village of the whole world, in the, like, in planet Earth, like not world but planet Earth. So you see, because of his that only intention, everybody was helping him, because when you try to do something, we say, like, if we want to take one step towards Krishna, Krishna will come 100 steps towards us. So Srila Prabhupada was trying to do the seva, and you see all the material facilities were arranged so nicely in line. Like when he saw the temple, and he saw that it was written the Lord's name, and when he know that the temple was built for Radharani, and he thought that, and he also proposed that if it is built for Radharani, then it should be used for Krishna's service, because he is the worshipable Lord of Srimati Radharani. And he also guessed, like, in which room, what he will do, where he will do preaching, where the brahmacharis and sannyasi and guests will stay, how they will go for like the Back to Godhead magazine distribution, where he will write the books, so many things. So because of, you see, like, because of his enthusiasm also, nobody was objecting him to give that property to use in Krishna's service. So that's what my realization is, that when we want to do some seva, or we want to use ourselves in Krishna's service, because that's our real identities, right? Jiva Sarupa Krishna Nitya Dasa. When we think that, not think, actually, when we realize that we are the servant of Krishna, and we have to use ourselves, whatever we have, in Krishna's service, then even material nature will arrange everything, because everybody likes, like yesterday I was hearing a lecture that some people, they go to demigods for their personal benefit, and when that is fulfilled, they even don't care for the demigods. But when the demigods see that you are so much enthusiastic, and you are so much interested for Lord Krishna, who is their worshipable Lord also, they help you to progress in your bhakti. So if we are interested, we want to move towards Krishna, we want to turn our face towards Krishna, everybody will help us. That's my understanding from today's reading.